Hit it? Did you hit it?
It's all right. What up, you? What up, people? You know, good afternoon, good evening. There's a lot going on, man. I actually probably put my foot in my mouth with a lot of shit because there's too much stuff going on. I really don't even know what's really happening. We talking about Takeoff. We talking about the murder investigation and all that. Now I dropped a video this morning, Whack 100, and some people on Clubhouse got some new info. They said basically it wasn't a straight bullet. It was a straight murder. That's what they're saying.
That's what I heard. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that this morning when I watched the video, but then I heard from somebody else that I know who's usually pretty well in the know, and he said, yo, it's all bullshit. And it was his video I had seen. So he hit me back. I was like, yo, it's bullshit. And I was like,
we jumping. You heard, because we were all saying it was a straight bullet. But now we find out it was a real fucking murder. If it's true or not.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Because that changes a whole lot. Like, if it was a straight bullet, you feel me? You can't understand it, but you understand when people that don't know how to shoot and then somebody get hit. But if it was a murder,
bro, that's a straight A1 Fetty, bro. That's a done deal. That's a life charge right there. Or death in Texas, right? Fuck yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the charges. I'm talking about what led to that. If it was a murder, then that means there was some real issues between these two camps. Of shit.
One homeboy's dead, so it don't matter to him. The only one it matters to now is the shooter. If you get the manslaughter versus a fucking murder 2 versus a murder 1, and especially being in a lethal state.
Yeah. You're right.
He's the only one worried about that shit right now.
Because, they say he dead, but we'll get into that. But he's really the only one worried about it being a real murder or accident. So, but at the same time, what the fuck? If it was real, what happened to where this dude is grabbing Takeoff and just shoot? They said he grabbed him and shot him in the head, point blank.
And then used Takeoff's dead body before he slumped, held him up as a fucking human shield, and was ready to bust it off too. That's hard. That's crazy.
Now imagine like they didn't have beef before. They did a little thing. They got together. There's no beef, obviously. If Migos was there, it couldn't be a speck of any type of beef if Migos was there. Because if there was, the label wouldn't let them go, and they wouldn't go. So the shit was created right there that night.
Yeah,
it was Jay Prince Jr.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you like? That's what we was talking about yesterday. Like Jay Prince Jr. You know what I mean? Like you let that shit escalate that much? Your ego? Come on, man. So basically, I'm like, if it wasn't an accident, then there's a lot of shit to talk about.
There was, we heard the one report where they were saying like, where he's like, yo, I'm gonna get out of here before I fucking hurt somebody. He said that to Quavo said that to Jay Prince, and that's when shit went down. Somebody else said that they spoke to people who were there, somebody reliable, but I'm not gonna say their name. But apparently, Quavo told Jay Prince to go fuck himself too. Like,
he did.
That's what one person said. Again, I don't know if this is true.
That doesn't sound like some shit he was saying. Go fuck yourself. Come on, man.
Or fuck yourself. Something to that extent. And this is what this dude said. And this dude's got solid videos. But again, that's why I'm not shouting his name because I don't know if I believe it. I'm just saying. But still, they were shit talking each other. And it was Jay Prince and Quavo. And that's how it went down.
Oh, Junior.
Jay Prince Jr. Yeah.
So I'm in my brain.
Big Prince ain't got shit to do with this one. Like, he ain't got nothing to do with it.
He does.
He does, but he don't.
Prince Jr. All right, we put it on that yesterday. But my thing is, if it wasn't an accident, Jay Prince Jr. needs to be out of his position, wherever he's doing. He don't need that type of power, period. He really don't, honestly. If it wasn't an accident, go ahead, go.
Bro, if he didn't have official security there, if he didn't have legit security there, he's just got his dumbass fucking peoples with guns around him. Bro, I don't think he is legit. Like, I don't think his father fucks with him like that, bro. He's a house.
You wrong, homie.
I don't know about that. I mean, listen, nobody better than to rock with than your family. I understand that. It's not like it doesn't fall short on me. I've seen all the same movies you guys have too. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just saying, like, we don't know the dynamic between the father and the son. He might not like really rock with him like that. Maybe his son's a punk. Maybe his son's a fucking lunatic.
Even if you know your son is whatever, then you realize, see, nothing really happened with him yet. He had little incidents here and there. No real murder shit happened.
But his father protects him too. Keeps him out of a lot of drama.
Didn't protect him that night.
Well, now he can't because there's a fucking body on the floor and it looks really stupid.
Shout out to James Hudson. He didn't protect him that night, and that's why it's back on Jay Prince. Because guess what? This shit don't happen if you got the right people in the play. Like, think about a real like a real label party. Think about Jay-Z, his brunch that he do, things like that. You would never even imagine no shit like this happening.
No, but even if it was a smaller gathering, just close friends, family, a couple celebrities that you fuck with recently, like smaller though, but you don't really got to have security. You just got your peoples around you holding it down, and that's all good. But even there, bro, if these guys were those type of dudes, it would have been respect because they all fucking know what it is. But instead, they get all drunk and start shooting each other. Like, that's fucking retarded.
So basically, so you don't believe this happened? You don't believe that dude grabbed him and shot him intentionally? And
if I believe that that's absolutely possible. I think we're going to find out eventually, but if we'll find out the truth, who knows? But I believe the scenario, sure. Like, why not? Like, it sounds a lot better than their hired security.
And then if it did happen, you don't believe that Jay Prince will have a responsibility? Not saying he did it, but people that's behind that mob tie shit, they got a responsibility to, like you said yesterday, some shit got to happen. Now they saying he dead, and then people saying he not dead, but the official statement I heard is he's dead. Now,
right.
either or, if he's not dead, because I don't want another dude dead or whatever else. If he's not dead or he dead, this statement, it's for Jay Prince Sr. Oh, he's dead. He got killed in Houston. He got killed. Like, you see how this shit is going? The narrative they trying to paint, like, basically, and that's what I'm saying. Is it good or bad, basically? You know what I mean?
That, I think, looks bad for the father, to be honest. That is where I think it looks bad. That's where his ass gets dragged into this shit. Unless he's got
bad if he's dead, or it looks bad if he's not really dead.
If the shooter from his crew is dead, yeah, that looks really bad. That looks really bad.
How? I don't think so.
Because it ain't the Migos people.
If he jumped the gun and he did some shit that he wasn't sanctioned to do, jumped the gun because he got mad. Really not. I don't think he was mad. He was protecting his dude, Jay Prince Jr. And he thought, if I do this, I'm in there like whatever. I'm really just looking out for the boy. He loved him for some reason. He get paid off of him, and he just grabbed the dude and executed him, which is a dude that wasn't even involved with the fucking fight, involved with none of the drama. Execute him, thinking that you're gonna be in good nature with your boss and thinking it's all gravy, but then pops come and say, "What? This little fucking knucklehead, blah blah blah. Get him the fuck out of here." But Jay Prince Jr. really got love for him because he did that for him. And it's like, wait a minute. So they paint this narrative. That's what the people are saying, basically. They paint the narrative that he's dead and he's not really dead. That's what they're saying.
The reason I don't think that that's the case is because, one, way too much heat to go and whack out the fucking shooter. Like, especially when he's on your crew and you're trying to avoid suspicion, because Jay Prince Sr., up until this potential murder, had plausible deniability. It's like, I wasn't fucking there. I had nothing to do with it. He was his homeboys, and that's it. But if this kid that did shoot Takeoff, if that's one of his shooters, one of his guys that he had on with his son, and that dude went off like that, like, yeah, he gets handled, but not right now. Or he just straight disappears, never to be found again. But you don't fucking drop him in the 5th Ward. Nobody else did it there. Who the hell else is going to go in there and do it? Unless the cops went some super grimy shit and did it. But that's fucking moving shit.
You're right. Now, shout out.
It looks stupid. It's either amateur out over there and wax right. They're a bunch of fucking clowns. Or this is cap and didn't really happen. The kid's still alive. Because I would think that the police would, as a person of interest, they would have this kid in some kind of protection or hold down or lock up or something. Because it's nothing good's going to happen to him or he's going to kill himself.
Yeah. All right, let's read these comments real quick. Takeoff and Drake, the jeweler, and Duke the jeweler didn't deserve to die, period. Point blank.
100%.
I agree with you, my boy.
Shout out to you. We seen you yesterday too. Shout out James Hudson.
Nah, you see him all the time. He's he a real one, but he right. None of these dudes deserve to die. It was some ego going on, like we said yesterday, and that's it. You feel me?
Absolutely.
At the level, gamble in Vegas, not some hallway. Yeah.
Fuck that.
You
throwing 250
don't have the same bag as you. Well, you know the guys around don't have the same bag as you. Hashtag slipping.
I disagree. If you win 200 long on a game, you want to fucking pay taxes on that? I don't. I want to go home my cash.
Oh, thank you. You're right, B-Rad. But I appreciate his. Yeah, but imagine your life. Your life is more important than taxes.
Well, you don't go and gamble on the street with cash money unless you're pretty fucking sure that you'll be all right, or at least you got something with you.
And granted, that's what we were talking about. Like, he didn't expect to be getting killed in that spot, a spot protected by Jay Prince. So yeah, I know, you know what I mean. But I agree. I know what the homie's saying too. Brandman 864 Slicky, I fuck with it. James Hudson. It wasn't a good look for Jay Prince Jr. to walk past Takeoff body while Quavo was losing his mind. It looked scandalous. Well, that doesn't look nothing to me because I knew that it was between them two. So Jay Prince Jr. think he's a super whatever because all he thought about his dad is a vicious dude. So maybe that's what he made himself to be in his brain. He never really he right now I guarantee he regretting it and all that. But he was trying, and you got to put on a show for your boys too. You forget that.
Yeah, but also that camera's on for what, 4 seconds as he walks by, and that shit came on like 30 seconds after shots went off. He could have been in the back, like with his fucking hands on his face, like what the fuck just happened? And then just before the camera comes on, his boy's like, bro, get the fuck over. We're leaving now. Get over here. And he just walks by. He's gonna look at it, and he just walks by, and it looks cold as fuck. But in reality, it's like this cat been dead for a minute. It's about to pop the fuck off, and this is fucked. I gotta get the fuck up out of here, bro.
Yeah,
that's it.
For sure.
I guarantee he was more scared than gangster.
You're right. But Jeff Short, because a lot of people be looking, they'll sub. Shout out to you, my boy. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? We just trying to do what we do. We spitting that real though. And I appreciate your comment. You had some shit to say. Jeff Short. I fuck with it. Mississippi.
Jeff Short coming out of Mississippi.
So I think you're right. I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt because I can't think he's that damn that's fucking, you know what I mean, evil. Because he grew up rich.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? This kid ain't a killer, and he's not a stone cold fucking watch someone die and just walk off like he's going to get a hot dog or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not. I don't know. I don't think he's that guy either. I think this whole mob ties thing is just a fucking name the streets gave to a dude who's got a little bit of juice. I don't think he's got cops, politicians, lawyers, judges. I don't think he got any of that shit. Mm-hmm. He might not have to pay parking tickets, but I don't think he's got any of that. Although the one thing about him, he is, what is it, 3 for 3 against both the Fed and the state. They try to arrest him 3 different times in like real cases, and he beat all 3 so far. 1 Fed, 2 states. That's pretty fucking fire. I'll give him that.
You can't tell me mobsters, real mobsters get caught up in bullshit.
Yeah, but we don't know if this dude's a mobster. Who says he's a mobster? Who says he's a mobster? And again, even if he's the most ruthless gangster ever, if he started his crew, they ain't deep. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not being schooled. He's not being brought up by people. That's what the mafia is. The mafia is a tradition. They have an muerta. It's a special.
You're assuming he wasn't brought up by people. You're assuming that.
No, listen, he was definitely schooled to the game by people. But I'm saying, like, do they have a legitimate family name and been doing business, or did he just get brought up by like somebody who came up on there? So like, what's their lineage is what I'm saying. Like, I haven't heard anything about that. Like, when you talk about old New York gangsters or even current New York gangsters, even though everybody says they ain't doing shit no more, which is bullshit. But when you talk about the old ones, like, you can trace people, know people related to them and shit like that. Like, they are traced back. They have heritage. This is just, looks to me like a dude with muscle who came up good, made some money, and he's got some dudes that run for him now. But I don't think he runs his town, no doubt, but he's not like hooked.
Now say this happened the way they're saying now. They're saying the kid grabbed Takeoff when the drama jumped off, shot him in the head, basically when
that's how
it was like, let me get the fuck out of here before I hurt one of these dudes, and whatever was really just violating them, and then like he the big dog when he deal on real killers.
That sounds crazy.
And then let's say that happened, and the kid is still out here. The kid report to Jay Prince Jr. Yo, I was just trying to look out. I didn't know we'd ever know else. You really think they're gonna just murk the kid, or are they gonna make us think they murked him and tell them, yeah, you fucked up, motherfucker? But
no, listen.
To Utah,
they get this kid on a murder 1 conviction, right? They're gonna put him down at the table and they're gonna say, "Listen, we're gonna put a paralyzing agent in you, watch you fucking choke to death in your own spit and die," or since you're a fucking shooter and a made guy or in a
You're
crew,
not right. I'm talking about Jay Prince. I'm not talking about the police or nothing.
I'm talking about the shooter.
Yeah, what would they
Yeah,
think?
okay, because if they don't whack him out, he goes in, he talks. That's facts.
Yo, but you're right, and you know what? I'm thinking about the love that they will have for the kid that looked out, but then at the same time, you see what he did. He damaged the family. He damaged money. He damaged business.
He didn't look out for shit.
Get lost after that type of shit. You be like this dumb motherfucker type of shit. Especially if you don't like, if you're not family and blood.
That's what I'm saying. Even if he's a cousin, like you didn't look out for shit. You almost set it off. Nobody was gonna shoot nothing until you did. Like you put my son in danger. Now you're fucking with my money. You're fucking with me. You're fucking with my family, my crew, everything. Now that cat's got to go. That's what I said. He either gets whacked out.
It's like get him out of here. He's bad for business. Period. Because that's the whole thing with mob shit. Bad for business. Get out of here.
But you put him somewhere where he ain't gonna be found for at least 10, 20 years, something like that. At least, if not ever found. You know what I mean? Like just.
Oh, you just hit a point.
That's the whole thing.
Dead,
you don't need that body.
Where's his body? Do they have his body and shit? Nobody talked about none of that.
Plus, who's going to drop a body in the 5th Ward in Jay Prince Sr.'s neighborhood and them not know about it or stop it or do anything about it?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It's the worst fucking evidence you could ever give these cops. Like that's like Wax said, that's a bozo ass move. That's a clown ass move. That's dumb. If they moving like that, they are not shit. They're just a stupid street crew who got lucky. They should have been in jail if they move this stupid.
You're making some good ass points, man.
Yeah, they got it.
Man, 864 Slicky. Stop trusting people through other people. You got to know for yourself. 100. And he right.
You're right. But don't even pretend. Don't even pretend that like you move and you never move with people that you don't know 100%. Like.
But yeah. Oh, look at B-Rad. And that's true. Let's be real. We humans here, man.
Like if you're gonna call us, we make mistakes. If you're gonna hold us to being real, then we got to do it to you too. And if you got to hold the facts to be real, then you got to be real about it. Like a lot of people were talking shit yesterday, acting like that's not gonna happen. Like this dude's actually gonna go to jail. Like, are you? But I mean, we ain't opening that back up. But a lot of you need to get real. This isn't what you want. This is what is gonna happen. What's gonna happen with this? Not what is gonna happen. What could happen? Like what's gonna happen?
Unless you say the kid is dead. And
the kid's dead.
Only way that can happen, B-Rad, only way that can happen. If the kid ain't dead, the only way that can happen is Jay Prince got to have some real federal ties. Period.
No. The easiest way this goes is the body. This is the way it should have went. At least the body disappears. Nobody sees the shooter ever again. The cops hope he's alive. He could potentially be alive. He might be alive. We think he's dead, but we don't know. We don't have a body. We can't prove shit. So, because without a body, you don't even have a crime. What if this kid ran off?
But earlier you were insinuating that you don't think he's dead. You were saying basically.
I think it would be very stupid of them to have shot him in their own town. Yeah.
So what would it take to pull that off? Federal.
Like I just said, in order to have no issues, he disappears. No bodies ever found. No blood stains. No gun. No problems. No reports of nothing. He just disappears like he ran off. There's no body. They can't pin you with a murder for no body.
I asked you, what will it take for Jay Prince to fuck? What will it take to pull this off? You can't do this just because you and the homies. You can't pull that off and have the media saying he dead and all that shit.
Wait, so you want to know what Jay Prince Sr. does to get out of this mess if the kid is dead in the 5th grade?
Yep.
Give up one of his lower guys, saying he went out on his own, trying to fucking make a name for himself, some shit like that. And then he hits him with cash and 15 when he comes out, gets him a good deal if he knows people. But the boss never goes away.
No, but wait, what if he has already the federal connections already? He got it all lined up.
I don't know if he does. He beat the feds once. It's possible to beat them. Like, who knows what kind of evidence they brought.
Yeah. What does it take to get federal connections?
Fucking shitload of money and influence over areas and influence over money areas, routes, trading routes.
Like talk to get federal connections too. You have to. You can't just.
You gotta have big money. You gotta have big money and control over a lot of area, so you can do favors for people who can do favors for people. That's crazy. If you have federal people in your pocket, like you're the real deal. You're the real deal. You're the real deal. local's a little different, but that's still tough. Like you got to be from there and know them. To get federal people, like you got to be a straight cold businessman, I imagine. And I don't think he's got that, bro. I think he just beat the feds once in court, and then beat the locals twice because they don't have significant evidence on him. Because the hood don't talk about him, nobody's giving him up. He's protected.
Yo,
And
James, call up. I ain't hear from you in a minute, my guy. But they hiding and protecting Lil Cam. Who was the guy who allegedly shot?
that's Lil Cam, right? He's
he
the
said
shooter.
they hiding and protecting him. So I feel like the majority of people really feel like. But if that's not what I'm getting, that's why I'm getting at that point to where if that's true, then Jay Prince got to have some federal connections. And if he does, then what the fuck did he do to get those? Because it ain't just money, homie. It ain't.
No, he means the crew. The mob ties crew is hiding and protecting him.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because it didn't come out in official media yet. It didn't really. It came out on some underground shit. So
well, that would never come out. That would never come out. Like even if it comes out, that ain't from nobody. Like
okay, you're right, B-Rad. You're right.
Like and to be honest, if you're in a crew and you cause a big enough problem like this kid can't come home in 15 years. You get it? Like he grabbed, apparently, if this information we have today is true, he grabbed Takeoff and shot him in his head. This kid can never come back again. There's no hiding him.
No coming up.
He's worth nothing. He's worth nothing to nobody except the problem, bro. They do not put this kid in hiding. They fucking kill him and get rid of him. And they never find the body. They get rid of the body so nice that nobody ever finds it. That way, there's still a possibility he left.
Yeah, because
he pops up murdered, they go to jail. They go to fucking jail.
Yeah, because if you're a real mob, that kid got to go. Let's be real here.
Yeah, exactly. He's fucked up. You can't have dudes around you that fuck up, and you can't let the rest of your guys think that they can fuck up.
The kid got to go. Star Baby. The two guys in the back seat with Quavo killed Takeoff. Watch the video. Who's standing next to? Yeah, because I could believe that because obviously they were going to a spot for Jay Prince. Maybe Jay Prince sent some guys, some legit guys to pick him up, make sure you get there safe type of shit. You know what I mean? But ego will turn shit up, and only Quavo really know the truth. And that's the thing. Only Quavo really know. That's why he been so quiet. Yeah, like, and that's why it go back to what I was saying yesterday about he had an album out, not doing too good. Let's start some shit. I bet you the album's selling hot now. I bet you the album is fucking platinum out right now.
I just said, I was like, this catapults him 100%. Like, doesn't matter. Brought up on a murder charge, like, people just know the name now. You know, people who never heard of him before, they're hearing the name. And then everybody else who knew the Migos and had heard of Quavo, now they know, oh, all right, that's that guy. And all you're going to hear, if he doesn't go to jail, all you're going to hear for the next 20 years is, did Quavo really have so-and-so killed? Like, is he really moving like that? And it's like, this guy's going to become a legend in like a year.
Straight legend.
It's terrible. I'm not saying that's cool, but I'm just saying this is.
Are he going to go down from the grief and the depression?
Yeah, he puts himself to death or ODs over something, but
yeah.
I don't know.
This we'll might be homie, though. Hold up 1 second.
0 to accept. Press 1. Send the voice.
Yo, what up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, my boy Bush.
Hey,
I'm calling from
it's
LA.
the husband from that west side, West Coast. We always appreciate hearing from the west side. You heard?
Salute B-Rap.
Yo, salute James. Good to hear you, man.
I gotta put the speaker up so my boy can hear you. But yeah, let me hear what you think about this, homie.
Yeah, I want to tap in on this right here. How the internet gets it wrong sometimes, because just a few weeks ago, the internet was going in on Lil Boosie, saying that Boosie had something to do with Duke the Jeweler being set up and robbed.
Yeah, that's. I didn't mean any of that trash, but yeah, I saw that.
Good.
Yeah, that's been totally debunked by the situation that has been going on over the last few days with Takeoff and Jay Prince, and it's alleged that Duke the Jeweler was at that dice game with Jay Prince, and Lil Cam was supposed to have been at that dice game as well, because there's photos floating around the internet of the weekend that Duke the Jeweler was robbed and gunned down for all that jewelry. He was rocking over $1 million in jewelry.
Wow.
And so I don't think I don't want to get too far from that point, is the fact that Duke the Jeweler was rocking over $1 million in jewels, and he was supposed to make a piece with Boosie. So that was the reason that he was in town working with Boosie, was because he was going to make a piece for Boosie. So it didn't make no sense as to why Boosie would. It's known that you meeting with Duke the Jeweler to make a piece of jewelry for you, and then you have the man robbed and killed. It didn't make no sense. I never believed that Boosie had nothing to do with that. But the internet went in and was trying to say Boosie had something to do with it, and now it turns out that coincidentally, or not so coincidentally, the same thing that happened to Takeoff. He was in Houston fucking with these niggas from the Fifth Ward at a dice game, rocking dollars of jewelry on the IG, on the gram, and the next thing you know, he on his way back to his car.
Oh my God!
By himself.
You just made a light go off in my head. Like, how did all that ego get in the picture? Maybe only common factor, in this is Jay Prince Jr. You feel me? To where this shit get in the picture, to where it's like, come on with this ego bullshit. Let's get our money. Let's just chill. We having fun. The game is supposed to be fun. They rich as fuck. It ain't about money. Ain't nobody gambling. They goddamn, they car payment away. So,
and I would think they'd be more vain about their career than their ego. I think they'd be more worried about getting the bag than like holding it down. Maybe a couple of them.
Both of these situations. The common factor is Jay Prince Jr. And I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it. Give a fuck.
Yeah. Period. Blank. It wasn't cool that Takeoff got murdered, and it wasn't cool that Jula got murdered. And why?
But do you really think the cops are going to solve a dude getting robbed for $1 million of jewels and killed at a dice game? Like, good job going there, stupid. Like,
yeah, you're right. But it's our job as a culture to watch what's going on.
We don't know shit. We don't have any evidence. We ain't seen shit.
No,
all we heard is,
it don't matter. Evidence, it don't matter. When you got common factors, when you got shit that's going on, you got to use your own brain and be like, wait, he was over there too? And he was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on?
It's circumstantial unless you have concrete evidence.
Yeah, but you're talking like a police motherfucker. I'm talking.
Well, I'm talking because we're talking about are these cats going to jail or not, and I'm talking about the rules. Whether they did it or not that's a non-factor. That's not even a factor.
We're not talking about jail. We're not talking about.
You just said, did he get in trouble for this? Does he have anything to do with this? Did he kill people, or did he also do this?
The situation and seeing. We can't talk about who going to jail. What the fuck? I never said who going to jail.
I thought you guys were talking about who's getting prosecuted over this, and I was like getting in trouble for this. Basically, getting in trouble for this. And it's like nobody's getting in trouble for this. Like it's a.
Who ever said that? Did my boy James? You say
it sounded like that's what you're alluding to. I apologize.
No.
I never said anything like that.
No. All right, copy. Got you. I don't see anybody going to jail for this one. But yeah, this is if it's his fault. Oh.
Yeah, people think about jail. See, this shit ain't about all of the other system. This shit is about us governing ourselves and our culture and speaking on things. You feel me?
That's cool. I watch too much of that jail shit anyway.
They're on the internet. It ain't like we making shit up. We speaking about shit that's already on the internet.
Yeah.
That's true.
We never had this.
But consider the source. This is YouTube. I don't even trust Time Magazine anymore.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like the news isn't cool. YouTube's gonna be cool because it's independent and owned by nobody you've ever heard of.
It gives you different perspectives, and that's what the thing is. Because media try to control the people's brains with their one perspective, but now with this new internet shit, you get all kind of different perspectives. And we're a part of, we hip hop culture, and that's what we're talking about. So basically, what I'm saying is the common factor in this situation is Jay Prince Jr. This motherfucker, something ain't right with that boy. Honestly, something ain't right with the boy. He found Drake beautiful. Appreciate you for that. But guess what? He need to stay on that A&R tip. Keep finding artists. Who else did you find? Now your fame is coming from the bullshit.
Unless he is that dude and he's about that life and he's making his bones right now, handling business, getting his name up.
Oh, you make that. Hey.
I know, Bush. I got to go into my nerve bag for me.
Go ahead, please. Go.
R.I.P. Aaron Carter.
Yeah, I heard about it. They said he died in the tub. I don't know. I think it was pills, but R.I.P. to him.
Yeah, R.I.P. Aaron Carter. I fuck with the Backstreet Boys, so I gotta go into my nerve bag.
Go ahead, go.
Fucking-
Do you think, like Jay Prince Jr., we know he was talented if he found Drake. He had an ear. You got
Look,
to.
but if he didn't find Drake, somebody else would have.
Guess what? No, I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about him. He did it. Now, look, he got the best ear ever if he found Drake, because Drake is the biggest artist of all time, to tell you the truth. And that's a fact. Now, look. Now, check this out. Is he a waste of talent? Like, what is he doing? How's he in all this drama instead of going to find some new fucking magic? You feel me?
Maybe he's the ultimate demon. Maybe he's ripping it up, finding talent. Now he's out there banging people up, and he's being the next boss in like 20 years.
He rich forever because he found Drake. Drake got him. You know that. So
I didn't think Frank Sinatra got his deal back in the day. Gangsters, because they control small portions of just about every business. That's
James, what do you think?
yeah, that's day one shit. That's mafioso 101 stuff.
Oh yeah, he left.
James,
James.
Hey, but
Oh, let him
yo,
go. Okay, what you think though about Jay Prince Jr.? What's your overall thoughts?
my overall thoughts is that he's trying to be a mirror image of his pop, and he can't be. There's only one Jay Prince, and I think he's making a lot of mistakes in terms of trying to live up to that legacy, and it's putting a lot of pressure on him. And he's not looking at all the factors and all the who he lets in his circle. Because Jay Prince will never make them mistakes, the same mistakes that he making. Obviously, he ain't been schooled in terms of his mind. He ain't been taking as many lessons that he should be taking from the master, which is his pop. You ain't never heard Jay Prince in no
stupid shit like this. And I know he embarrassed by this shit.
We're a prominent member of a world famous group under your watch in your state.
That was disgusting. People don't even understand. Like, and then people don't like imagine the Beatles or whatever big rock white group that everybody loved. See, when it's a hip hop group, it's like, oh, another rapper dead. Nah, these motherfuckers, they wasn't just rappers, homie. And he wasn't supposed to die like that. They were like big, influential kids.
The reason people might think like that is because those individuals go back to the hood. They go to dangerous places. You know what I'm saying? Like the Beatles weren't going fucking really bad neighborhoods and just chilling.
You're right. That's a good ass point.
They were doing acid with like rich ass people in Martha's Vineyard out in England and shit.
I feel you, but at the same time, we gotta appreciate the artists that we lost, and we gotta analyze it and see, like, wait a minute, this wasn't supposed to happen. This stupid shit was not supposed to happen.
No.
So, and that's what I'm saying about Jay Prince Jr., which I just realized just now. And there was some other shit too. He's the common factor in the fuck shit. He gotta stop wanting to be this whatever and just be a good A&R and find talent for your pops and find talent for the team, homie. That's it.
Even if he didn't have anything to do with either of these, it's just not a good look that you're always around when shit happens. Because again, you got the name, bro. People are gonna go at you based on your family. And sorry, terrible thing.
We found out that he had something to do with the latest one. We know that. You don't believe that?
I want to give it more than 7 hours to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need more time because I've seen a lot of shit on YouTube that I know is actually wrong.
You're right. But I believe it. I
want to give props to. I got to give props to the Migos though.
For sure.
I really didn't fuck with the Migos. You know, I'm old school, bro. I'm NWA.
Me neither. I started too later, but
Wu-Tang. I'm the Harmony as far as a group.
Yeah,
I never fucked with any of the new school cats. So I didn't know who the fuck the Migos was. When I came up about the Migos was, being older, I was watching that show Atlanta, and that's how I found out about the Migos when they played Bad and Bougie on Atlanta. I didn't know who the fuck the Migos was, but once I heard that Bad and Bougie shit, I'm like, damn, who the fuck is this?
Oh, you're right though. Hey, I want you to meet my homie too, EST87.
What it do?
Shout out
EST.
B-Rad, what's up?
Shout out to Karen Taylor. We got that cash out, baby. I appreciate you. She said, I told y'all yesterday the sins of the father weigh upon the child.
That's Sharon from yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
solid.
remember that. I remember
But
that.
now we on some shit to where if this kid, hold up. First of all, I don't know. I know B Rad think the kid is not dead, but if he's not, then what the fuck does it
I don't
take?
think he's not. I'm just waiting to find out before I really get into it.
Hey,
But
but Bush,
if he is, and they found him dead, that's a rookie mistake to do.
If he's not dead, and it come out later that he wasn't dead, that means some federal shit's going on.
hey Bush, remember we said this yesterday. If somebody dropped behind this, what's gonna happen?
Everybody going to jail.
The investigation about to start. Yep.
And what I said in Houston, nah, it doesn't sound right at all. Like, nah.
They're looking into a murder, and then the dude who does the murder gets whacked the fuck out. They're going for his crew immediately. Who else do they
How about
offend?
this? How about this? Normally, how it worked, right? When they drop the investigation, they gonna say they had somebody in the camp for 8 to 10 years already, giving them information. So, man, it's gonna get messy if this is true. It's gonna get messy.
So wait,
No, look. I do say though, the kid, the shooter, is from the boss's standpoint. That kid's got to go regardless because if the cops get him, and like I said, in a lethal state, like a place where they have the death penalty, like Texas, this kid goes down on a murder one, which it is. If he grabbed Takeoff, shot him in his head, and used his body as a shield, that's a murder one all day. You're going.
He too much of a liability. You know, they gotta rub him out.
But it's like the feds bring him in and they say, listen, either tell us everything about your boss and your family and your organization, or you die. Bottom line.
You see how young he looked? You see how young he looked?
Man, I was like, oh, he looked like my uncle. Yo, James, wait, because you ain't never give me your input on this situation as far as this new details about this kid who supposedly grabbed Takeoff, executed him, and then it was all good. He didn't get, you know what I mean? So what you think? Is he dead or not? Or did he do it? What's up with this whole shit? I want to hear the LA point of view.
See, the thing about it is, if this story is true, that he grabbed Takeoff and used his body as a shield and gave him a dome shot, then if all this story that's going on the internet is true, that he used his body as a shield, and then if you look at the video, the way he's going out the door, that it could be true. It can line up with the fact that he was moving as fast as he was moving, and that he was trying to grab that chain or grab a ring or a Richard Gilly watch, whatever he was trying to grab off the Takeoff. Obviously, I keep going back to Duke the Jeweler. If they jack her, see in LA they got jackers, homie. They don't give a fuck who you are. You could be Nipsey, and if a jacker catches slipping, whether it's Pop Smoke or whoever, if a jacker catches slipping, homie, they
out of here.
Slipping, homie.
Wait, but they didn't have video of PNB Rock getting smoked and robbed? Didn't they have video of that?
I feel like they have to. Come on, every
but they never got the guy. But they didn't catch the guy?
They're not gonna release it to the public.
Yeah,
but did they catch the guy?
No, they're not gonna.
Yeah, they caught him, his son, and his stepmom.
Really? Okay.
Maybe you want to do it.
Good.
Yeah, but I'm with you on this. I really feel like Jay Prince Sr. got some federal ties, federal connections.
Yeah.
And he like, I can't kill this kid. So basically it's like, okay, what we're gonna do is move him to Milwaukee and tell the people, put it out on the underline, not an official police line. It wasn't out on official media, none of that he's dead. Now Wack running around, yeah, they killed the kid, Wack is a big fucking mover of the, you know what I mean? So when he say something, motherfuckers be believing the shit. They use him.
But the issue is that they said they got a body.
They're gonna believe it.
But this the thing though. My fault, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go.
I think when Wack go on Clubhouse, he puts something out there in the algorithm and people believe it.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna believe a lie better than they will the truth. So if Wack get on Clubhouse and say it, they're gonna believe because he got the followers.
Yeah.
Let me address the caller though. I was one of those people, right, who used to think the shit Wack say on Clubhouse is bullshit because he had a following. But one thing I noticed about Wack, anything he say public got some foundation to it, bro. He don't just be talking out his ass, man. So for him to say that make me think it's some solidity to that, man. It's some validity to that.
Wait, you think you think what Wack saying is good? He got killed? He dead?
I think he's dead. I think he's dead. I think he's dead because for one, Wack don't report too many things and come back and say, you know what, y'all, I was lying.
Yeah, I don't think
That
he'd
don't
take that
happen.
chance. He wouldn't take that chance with a murder.
He
Of a case
he
this
he
big.
wait till he do his homework and then he speak. I gotta give him that.
Because if
I
he
gotta
fucked
give him
this
that.
up, nobody's listening to him about shit ever again. If he fucked this one
I'm
up.
sure Wack knew when before whatever was said on the live, because on Clubhouse we heard the girl telling him, and Wack was like, "Oh yeah, because see now he went in off of what she said." But really, I know he knew about these details before he was doing it. But maybe if he did hear the details from somebody else, you don't think he would believe was somebody that's like and he not the type to really like he will believe it and run with it. If somebody's supposed to be legit telling
But this
him.
the thing though. This the thing about Wack. I noticed that he'll say something. He already know the answer. He just want to get the conversation out there. Now I believe he done fact check at least 3-4 times before he went out there and spoke. And that girl who came out there and made that statement, it was reported that she kind of retracted recently, right? I seen that. So that sounds like pressure to me.
Whoosh. I think they throwing all kind of smoke and mirrors in the game. They don't want us because homie is alive. I think.
But think about this: for that dude to do all that John Wick stuff, grab him and turn him and boom, nah, bro, he ain't John Wick, bro. It was a split decision. It was a split, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? It don't take all that.
The way they said it happened was Quavo said that shit like, "Yo, I'm out of here" before I heard somebody, and turned around and started walking away, and everybody started walking away because that was like, all right, that's it, let's get out of here before this gets stupid. And fucking, that's when Takeoff turned around. As he turned around, this kid just grabbed him and shot him. He already had his gun out. Apparently.
You know what? That kind of makes sense because remember I said yesterday.
Shit too. That's obvious. Of course that's what he would do.
That might sound right because
shit like that these days.
Okay.
After he said I'm gonna hurt somebody, it was a noise. Like I said, either somebody threw something, pushed somebody, or stole on somebody. It was a noise.
Oh, that's
You know
him probably yoking him up. That's probably him yoking him up from behind.
See, but nah, a yoke don't make that type of noise. You know what I'm saying? A yoke don't make noise like that. And to think about it, if he was to yoke him up and they start shooting, then he would be in the line of fire.
Well, that's why he was using his body. No, because they all turned around walking away from him, and he grabbed the kid from behind, and then he was shooting at them or a gun.
But this the thing though. Takeoff was behind everybody. Now, if it was Quavo or somebody else, I could see the dude. The dude was over there. They wasn't too close to him to yoke him up. He wasn't that close to him.
No, the dude was standing next to him.
I don't know.
Everybody thought that it was his own security guard and that he shot him by accident. It turns out it's not. That's their guy. That's what that. But that's what. First off, Wack didn't say it. I mean, he commented on it, but he didn't say it. That girl read the story, and she said that she had a contact where they called her and they were there and they told her what's up. Well, we'll see what happens with that too. You know, like who fucking knows? Like who is this?
Like Bush said, it is a lot of smoke and mirrors, man. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors. It kind of make you not want to talk about it because there's so much going on.
It just happens, and we're not gonna know shit. And when it comes out, it's gonna be the most plain Jane story, and it's probably true.
Hey, Bush, what you say?
A lot of smoke and mirrors, you know, it ain't what you think. It ain't what you think.
People hype shit up too. They want it to be more than it is. They want it to
think about this. Everybody thought they knew about P&B, and come to find out, it was a whole trio. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said that. You say what?
It's never what we think it's gonna be.
What you talking about?
Remember, everybody was like, "Oh, it was his girlfriend who set him up."
Oh yeah,
it was this and that, and come to find out, it's a daddy, son, stepmama trio.
Yeah, I never believed the girlfriend set him up. I just believe she was somewhat responsible for posting their fucking location like an idiot.
Hey, and I like people when they check me for the bullshit. Shout out to Monty White. He said, "Switch your title. It's protective." I spelled it wrong. You know, I'm a GED recipient.
Hey,
sorry,
players fuck up too.
I appreciate you though. I do appreciate it though. You already know.
Salute Monte.
Salute to Monte. And really, the new developments for me, I didn't know that the kid, they knew about the kid. The kid executed them supposedly, and the kid is supposed to be dead. So that's why I'm like, yo, if we follow this topic, we gotta get on there. Because I'm like,
wait. Think about this though. They will say that he did all this John Wick stuff just to throw liability on him because now he dead. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to say anything about a dead man, but John Wick's reality.
If this was some John Wick shit, everybody would be splattered last night or that night. Like he would have taken down the whole crew right there immediately. This kid jumps up behind somebody who's walking away, grabs him from behind, shoots him. That's a 2-second thing.
I personally don't think that happened that way. I think the shots are let off, and that would cause it to happen. I don't think he got up under him that close. Because think about it, they team still had guns. For him to do all that and get away without getting shot, come on.
That's why he's holding the body up. Like he was going.
And that brings up the point that we didn't really talk about. Like, if he's really protected and all that, that means if the feds get involved, that means he had a right to carry that gun. He had a security job. He probably had no record. He's a young boy, and he did what he did in the name of protecting. If you really you want people around you that can murder somebody and get off too at the same time. So you set it up like that to where, okay, you are my security. You got a right to.
But this the thing though. This the catch. It don't be like that for the very reason of the G's be having the youngins up under them. They not even old and credited enough to carry weapons like that because they let the young dudes put in the work because they old enough to do the time and come out. You know what I'm saying?
Also, the young ones get less charges. You get a charge over 18 with a gun is one thing. You get a charge under 17, you might be out by 21.
Juvenile life without.
If he was
depends on what state you're in and how it goes.
Fuck all broke old bitches here trying to act like they understand everything and explain everything. Fuck y'all.
Salute to Abdullah Muhammad. Hey, let me say something. Let me say something to Abdullah.
Say something to this angry person.
You don't speak to a fellow Muslim like that, Aki. That's haram. You know that. You know what I'm saying? Martial law, man. Everything turn out straight, but don't do that, man.
Don't work with being a Catholic.
Hold on, B-Rad. You supposed to be on your deen. You supposed to be on your deen, Muhammad. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Because of EST, I ain't gonna violate you like I want to. I'm just be quiet, and I appreciate you tuning in.
Astaghfirullah, Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? Chill out.
Yeah, I'm saying that doesn't work with Catholicism.
Oh, James still here. My boy's still here. My bad. What you gotta say? Say it.
Yeah, I'm saying, we can agree to disagree, but don't get disrespectful in the chat,
Come on, that's a solid dude right there. That's a solid dude right there.
Do no disrespecting or nothing. And I appreciate my homie EST speaking on CEO Reek, who claimed I owe him money. This dude got paid 3 times from me, and then it was a PayPal that went down, and then he's telling me, "Oh, my bank account's telling me whatever." I'm like, "Wait, you got the money from me? So what the fuck are you talking about?" So then he called me one day, trying to finesse me. And he was like, yo, about that shit. And I must have told him, all right, no problem. I'm going to work with you, this and that. So in his brain, he think he finessed me. So now he been texting me, yo, what's up with that 300, because he thought I was just doing it. I was really going to do it because I fucked with him. But he's telling the people, he's thinking he got me finessed to where he think I owe him money. I don't owe you shit, motherfucker. You know it. Stop that stupid shit.
Bro, but this is my problem with Reek, though. This is my problem with Reek.
Give it to him. Have him show up to meet you.
He's a low life.
This is my problem with Reek, man. When they got him up under that, he was up under Adam 22, academics, $1 million worth of game, and you had the hush mouth. All he doing is taking that game he learned from Wack and trying to apply pressure on younger or on smaller YouTube platforms and stuff. Yeah. Bro, you ain't even all the way with that. We peeped that. We peeped it when you was doing it with Wack.
He said, "You want to come? I could tell y'all some shit on the live. He did some stupid shit, but I ain't going."
But Bush, it's your fault. It's your fault because we was telling you in the comments, don't fuck with him.
Yo, they were. Yeah, they were. I seen that too.
We fuck with you, so we gonna call you out and tell you. But we said fuck Reek from the start. Not saying we ain't want that over here for that very reason.
Yeah, this supposed to be a real.
When the dude showed up promoting vodka or whatever those fucking drinks were, too.
I apologize.
Anytime you call yourself a real nigga, I get away from you.
Go ahead, James. What you say?
Step down. Let somebody else call in, homie. Salute to the panel. And I'm going to step back in the chat, but I'm going to get somebody else to tap in with you, Bush.
Oh, appreciate you.
Salute, homie.
Appreciate that. That's what that number up there for. Shout out to you, though, all day, James. One day I'm going to get you on this motherfucker, too. Because you've been fucking with me, EST, I think a little longer, but one day I'm going to get you on this shit, too. We want to see what's popping.
Say no more.
No doubt, fam. Say less.
Peace.
Yo, I noticed up in the comments before we had Sharon Taylor was saying a lot again. She was saying that she definitely doesn't think he's dead. And if he is a cover up, yeah, I agree, obviously, but it's not a cover up at the hit. You know, what I mean, his own crew whacked him out. There's no doubt about
See, but
that.
we done seen that so many times. That's not even amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's
like
the
we
only way
seen
this
it.
can go. This kid can't go to jail because he's facing a murder charge, and they're going to be like, "You talk or you die. What do you want to do?" He's going to talk, or most people are going to talk. And if you're a boss, you're not taking that risk.
If he doesn't
And if the dude's involved, the dude already knows this.
And Star Baby, let me address your comment. We saw him holding the gun. We didn't see him on video. Well, in the court of law, you know, if they see you holding the gun, you know, and they can zoom in on that gun and see what caliber and trace them bullets, and that's it right there. We don't have to see you shooting the gun. You know, they don't. Let me not say we. They don't have to see you shooting the gun to convict you.
And then your boy, fellow Muslim brother, he making me so mad. I ain't gonna say shit though, but I'm gonna just put that up. Like, okay, that's what you want, no problem. I appreciate it.
Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Thank you for commenting and checking in, though, Muhammad.
Lord, for real. But okay, see guys speaking on black issue. What? Yo, speak on. I'm gonna say something about this too. But you go ahead, speak on it, D-Rad. What you think? Respond to him.
Wait, what did you say? I'm trying to look at it. I didn't see it.
See, white guys speaking on black issues is ridiculous. The streets are different for you and us.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I'm not an American and I don't live in New York. Like I've never met a black person in my life, and I don't have anything to do with anybody but white people. Like, what kind of ignorant shit is that to say?
It's not like you're doing anything. You're just speaking.
But B-Rad, check this. When CNN white newscaster reporting on black culture, they don't say nothing to him
at all. Woo!
Yeah, like,
this is a kid. This is a dude. B-Rad. We're gonna do this story on him in a minute. His little brother, you know, rest in peace or whatever else. Like, he comes from certain, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm a human dude. I ain't that stupid. I love.
See, but I know where he coming from though. I know where he coming from. I know where he coming from. I'm not gonna be no hypocrite. I know where he coming from because
So do I. If you think that I'm not quite well aware of things that can be said, this is disgusting.
This kid, because
let me get him some insight though. Let me give him some insight. If he was in on a business, right? If he was speaking on a business that he would be in the streets doing this, he would be in violation. But this is a business right here. So ain't no streets. This is business, bro. This is business. He not in the streets in people business. That's different.
I've never John Wick somebody.
Let me say one thing though. Like, if you smart, you taking all opinions from all races based on if they positive, if you feel like they fit in some real shit. Really, you want to hear all sides of everything. But if you dumb as fuck, then you thinking, just because somebody from another race speaking on you, don't mean you gotta run with it. But you can hear what the fuck they saying because it gives you. If you smart, then your brain could you know what I mean? Could dilute that to where you get the good out of it. But you can't be so fucking stupid to not be able to hear other people's opinions and whatever else. Because if I was a rock star fan, a rock fan, or whatever the fuck else fan, country fan, and I go speaking on it, they gonna listen to me. Because they and there's a lot of those black guys speaking on rock. It ain't about that, homie. Sorry. And
you learn
on here that's with the fuckery. So don't worry about that. You hear me? Go ahead, EST. I'll be right back.
You learn a lot from hearing other races speak on your culture issues. You learn a lot. You get to hear from different perspectives, you know. So, you know, I understand where you're coming from though, because I'm guilty of the same thing sometimes. I see certain cultures concentrating on black people business. I kind of feel some type of way, but man, look, it's plenty of white men. I'm gonna highlight them that I learned from and I look up to: Alan Watts, Elon Musk, Sam Harris, Joe Rogan, Russell Brand, David Icke. Can I go on and on? Man, look, you know, knowledge is knowledge. Sometimes you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Everything ain't to be ingested, but
You should definitely step out of your comfort zone too. Like, why would you only be surrounded in your own echo chamber with just people from one group when it's so diverse? Like, it's a lot to learn about.
But I can't fault him for having his experience because he's probably
understandable.
He only been in that. So once you come up out of that trap, you realize, hold on, you know what I'm saying? It's way bigger and deeper than black, a white person speaking on black people issues, black people speaking on what. My thing is, why are we giving them any business to talk about in the first place? Let's focus on that.
So, you know.
It's an issue. It's an issue. It's an issue. I'm sure this is not the first or last time it'll come up. Like, It is what it is. But I would imagine that if you fuck with us, then you would understand it's not like that. And if even if you don't fuck with me, you fuck with them. And they fuck with me. So what's really good? Like
Randy, why did
they don't know you.
she said he ain't right. Listen to him talk. I was him on my side. Sharing my girl.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh, here we go. This I ain't about to go back and forth with these comments and shit, but I'm gonna see what the brother.
Salute to Sharon Taylor. That's fire.
Like this white man on the right in America would have known who the killer was. Why the rich black people got. Well,
You know what?
PFT, I'm sorry.
The truth is the truth, you know, and that's the truth, you know. But at the same time, Takeoff ain't white.
No,
You
he's
know
not.
what I'm saying? If my sister had a, you know what, she'd be my brother.
Mm. Yeah, if the fifth, we all be drunk too. But
Yeah.
basically, you know, and shout out to everybody. We about to end this thing, but it was a beautiful show. Basically, we had new developments, and what we're gonna do here is whatever we talk about, we're gonna cover. We're gonna follow the story, and we're gonna keep up on the same topic. You feel me? Just to analyze what's going on for our people and for us, get some understanding on the things. You feel me? So.
And another thing, why I was late today, man, I was in my carry concealed class. I advise all my black men.
I know about it. I'm gonna tell them.
Yeah, go get your carry concealed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go get all that. North Carolina open carry. North Carolina open carry state. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my concealed. We know we just left from the shooting range. I advise everybody to get some gun education.
Do your shit right. Do it right.
Look, if they went out of their way to afford you the right, then I think you should at least look into it because it might be an issue, and it is. If look, I know guns are dangerous, especially in the wrong hands, but in the right hand, it's a tool. Any tool is extremely dangerous. You know what I mean? It's a tool, and in the end of the day, it's a tool. And if you treat it with respect, then there's no problems. It's people that are crazy with weapons that are fucking the problem.
You're right, and the Navy SEAL will tell you guns aren't dangerous. People are
People
dangerous.
are dangerous. It's
Guns
an
don't
inanimate
shoot
object.
people. People shoot people.
You need to do something with intent to that weapon in order to make it fire. You're the safety. Like
you need one. If you're a good righteous brother, you need one in your house to protect your house and the family, and that's it. Because you got so much evil out here. But okay, shout out to James Hudson for sure. West Side. Shout out to Sharon. She in Houston.
Shout out to Sharon Taylor, man.
Shout out to Abdullah.
yeah,
He was a little aggressive towards us, but shout out to him anyway. And you know, y'all gonna see us more. Don't worry, we at it. We ain't stopping. So I love y'all. Peace out, and I know y'all learned some shit. It is what it is.
Salute, fellas.
Salute to everybody.